podcast, the duo that you love the most, covering events from coast to coast. That podcast is all about the fun with your hosts, Elpidi and John. Chirping about gossip like chickadees. Turn up the cast and enjoy the tea. The podcast with the beauty and the brawn. One's a gay turkey and the other is a black swan. It's that podcast. It's that podcast. It's that podcast. Live from the John and Company studio in Denver, Colorado, it's that podcast. And now, here are your hosts, Elpidi and John.
And there's that awkward cutoff. Hey, what?
Hello, what, folks? Oh, welcome to episode 98, Elpidi. My name is John. What's your name?
I'm Elpidi. Nice to meet you, John.
Good to meet you also. This is hashtag that podcast. We're so thrilled to be here.
Yes. Aww.
Yes. No, this is so exciting. So we're going a little earlier than usual. So for those of you who are listening on, or watching us live on YouTube and Twitch, you guys are noticing this is like happy hour time, 5:30 in the afternoon.
Right. Seems. Maybe at your favorite bar and you have this playing and you're just like, oh, I'm ready for some laughs. Hee hee hee.
I hope you are. If you are in a bar, I hope you are tee-heeing.
Right.
If you are listening to this with your morning coffee, I hope you're tee-heeing.
Tee-heeing.
Yes, exactly. I hope all of you are tee-heeing all over yourselves.
All over social media.
All over social media.
Media.
Speaking of, you can find us all over social media, and that's of course at hashtag that podcast.
Yes, that's us. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love you were doing sign language.
Yes. Well, hashtag. You know the
hashtag. Yep.
I don't think that's is that actual sign language?
No, I don't know that it's actual sign language, but I do think universally knowing hashtag, like I think like the little waffle thing you do with two fingers.
Right. The pound sign.
The pound sign. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You kids don't know about that.
That's what you have to press after you entered your social security number. Pound sign.
Verifying your identity.
Pound sign. Now that is funny. They're like, for verification purposes, enter your telephone number, entered by the pound sign. I don't know if they still do that.
They do.
Listen.
They do.
Where?
Broke people stuff.
Gotcha.
Broke people stuff. You don't know about that. You ain't broke.
Oh, hardly. Yes, I know. I walked you guys through audio, my giant mansion I live in. I'm currently in one of my many, many rooms.
In his palace.
In my palace. Yes, although we joke, I do think it would be fabulous to live in a palace. Don't you agree?
Oh, agreed. Yeah, no, because a lot of space would scare me.
No. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't say it was a haunted palace.
Well, I know, but like, it's just so much.
Elpidi's like, palace! Shout-outs!
Shouts! It's just too much space. Like, and I have weird fear things. Phobia. I don't know if
you have a phobia of too much space.
Yes. Like, if it's too big. It goes with my megalophobia.
Okay, I don't know what those words are.
So megalophobia. God, here we go. I know I've talked about this on the podcast before. I know I have.
But I have a very poor memory.
I do too. Yeah.
I'm like a goldfish.
It's okay. It took me a moment to remember the word phobia, so it's. But it's the fear of big things. So, but it's not all big things, but like I have it with like big spaces as well. Like,
what about big personalities like me?
Oh, I love those.
That is so dumb. It's like, what about a big personality like me? It's like, I'm fine with that. I mean, literally big spaces.
Right.
That's really interesting to me because big spaces to me are very comforting.
Really?
Because I feel like a small little pebble in a giant sand box.
Sandbox.
No, I do. I feel it's a sandbox. Everybody knows feeling like a pebble in a sandbox. No, but really, I do feel like there's comfort I get from space. I like having open, clean spaces. This is good. Like I would like to live in a hangar. Like where they store jets.
See, that gives me anxiety right now. Like that.
Really?
Yes, because hangars are so big. Like I can go to the aviation museum. Like because there's stuff to fill up the space. But like if it was just an empty room. Like an empty hangar, like can't do it.
What about? Have you ever watched that movie Anastasia, the Disney film?
Yes, I have.
You know when she's in that giant, what is that, palace? I guess in that big room. Does that give you anxious? If it's filled, it's okay. If it's empty, it's Concern
No, it didn't concern me. I think because it
me.
was a cartoon, so well, an
You're like,
animation.
yes, stupid. I'm able to realize what is real and what is not. I'm like, where I, on the other hand, felt like I was Anastasia. So,
Oh, I
on
was
the other
singing
hand,
along. Don't you worry. Like sitting there, just like, oh, this song's so good. Yeah,
you know what's funny? I remember watching Anastasia a ton when I was a kid, like true story. But I don't remember anything about that movie. Like, I feel like there was like a mouse in there, maybe.
I don't remember either because I was about to.
Yeah.
I remember her just singing "Once Upon a December." That's literally it.
What in December?
Once
When
upon a
December ends?
December.
Once upon a December. Oh my god, I'm so right. Oh my god, it feels so good to be right. Yeah, the main one of the one of the main characters is a little cat. A cat. No,
A mouse.
actually, it might be a bat. It's actually, I think, a bat. Yeah, it's a bat. So
Okay.
turns out I'm not right. So despite feeling so good about myself just a moment ago, that has all come crumbling down very quickly.
Man, despite being thinking I was right, I am disappointed in myself. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like when it's when you're having an argument and you Google it and you realize like, oh shit,
Yeah.
that is not correct. And so you like scroll to the third page to find your opinion.
Yeah.
I'm like, see, like what website is that? I'm like,
The Onion?
Wikipedia, the Onion, yeah, exactly. Or like yeah, exactly. AskJudy.com.
Ask Judy.
It's like I've heard of Ask Jeeves. but
Yeah.
no.
Is that
She's
site
on the
still
third page.
Or
Well, I
was-
bet you Ask Jeeves. I bet you Jeeves is still around, but I'm about to check. AskJeeves.com, honey. Not sponsored. We're having trouble finding the site. I would imagine that you do.
Remember, there was a dog search engine.
Lycos, baby. Lycos,
Yes.
honey.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it turns out Ask Jeeves is now. Ask Jeeves is still a thing. AskJeeves.net, folks.
Ah.
Now, I don't. This seems like a ripoff. But the little guy in a suit. It's not even a guy in a suit. I don't remember it being a whole band in a suit.
I mean, I guess I could look on this side. Sorry, I I have another browser open. Ask Jeeves.
But it seems as if Ask Jeeves is now just ask.com.
Okay,
So,
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's all coming back to see. This is what's amazing about the magic of Disney 100. You know, happy anniversary Disney 100. We are just so thrilled. The conversations that spawn off of this are magic. Actually, they're not really.
Are we talking? Are we still talking about Anastasia for Disney?
Well, that's what I was saying is like, isn't it amazing that conversation stemmed into
I don't know
such
if that's Disney.
stupidity? Oh, it's not? Are you kidding me?
That might be the one that's not Disney.
Who would have made that though?
And I freaked out because I didn't want to get canceled by the Disney adults.
I think we might get canceled by the Disney adults because
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
think it's Disney. Disney pulls Anastasia, not related to war. I regret to inform you that Anastasia is now a Disney princess. Okay.
All right. We're not gonna get canceled then.
I don't think so.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, Anastasia.
Disney adults
Lots
are
of things.
dangerous.
Yes,
Like-
they really are. I'm terrified of them, frankly.
Oh, like they be,
It's like,
they want to go to Disney. They don't care how much to pay for it. If they're gonna go to Disney, they're gonna go to Disney.
they do. And go listen, I want to tell you, Disney adults, if you're listening, go you for living your best life.
Yes,
I am not a
exactly.
Disney adult. I don't be wearing those ears and stuff, but I admire people who do.
You know what? I still fucks with the ears. I'll.
You still fucks with the ears for sure.
Mhm, yeah.
Well, so you still have ears? Like you have Disney ears?
I do have Disney ears, but I don't have
Okay.
like multiple. I just have like literally one set, like the little Disney hat.
A Disney hat. Got it. So it's a hat?
Yeah, it's
Cap.
like a little
Beanie.
little cap with the ears on it.
The OG one.
Yeah.
The little yarmulke with the ears.
Yeah,
Mhm.
little
the,
yarmulke with the ears.
the Mickey yarmulke. The Yam Mickey.
The Yumika.
The Yam Mickey ears.
The old Mickey,
Come on.
you're so fine.
You're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Okay, this is really taking a turn, folks. We love Disney and we love you.
Yes,
Which, speaking of, did you see Barney? You know, Barney's new look?
I did.
Is this not cray cray? Like, okay, first of all, I love that people are all of a sudden like all up in arms as if they've been Barney fans these last 20 motherfucking years. Like,
Right.
shut up, okay? Now everyone's all concerned that Barney changed the look. It was the same thing with Chuck E. Cheese's. Or Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know his fucking name.
I think it's just Chuck E. Cheese. Why am I thinking about this?
Of the Chuck E. Cheese's family.
Yeah, the famous cheese family.
Exactly. I heard he married Never mind. We'll just move on. His wife's maiden name was Four, and she didn't take. She decided to hyphenate the last name.
For cheese.
Yeah, Four Cheese.
Okay.
DJ Khaled wouldn't have liked that joke either. So, but real talk, why are people so up in arms when these things change? I get it. Like it's the look is a little alarming to me. Okay, it's a little bit very.
It's our inner child fighting.
Yeah,
Apparently.
oh for sure. But it's like John Travolta looks like that
Right.
now. So like, why are we being hateful? Like, have you seen John Travolta's look lately?
Right.
I mean, he's a little daddy, but
a little bit. Says,
Yeah. exactly. It's like, oof. But yeah, what do you think about the new Barney look? Are you up in arms?
I'm not up in arms. I'm like, yeah, that's a different look. Like, somebody still has the Barney suit. Why can't we just use the Barney suit and like give more kids a start in the industry? Oh, maybe not. Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing.
More kids to start. Has Barney been a launching off point for many people in their career?
Selena Gomez and Demi
Stop.
Lovato.
Wait, hold on. We're Barney?
Yeah, they were on Barney. They both were. That's how
Oh, wait,
we
hold on.
met.
Stop, bitch. Hold on. I said we're Barney.
Oh, no, we're Barney.
No, okay, that makes far more sense. Yes, guests of Barney.
Yes.
I was saying Barney. Okay,
Because it's Barney
folks,
and friends. They were
I
the
took
friends.
it the wrong direction. Got it. So El Pity was saying that it was a jumping off point for a lot of people in their career, not necessarily Barney. I was being very close-minded and saying that's impossible. But clearly you're right. So hold on, Selena Gomez and Pink. Who else?
No, not Pink. Demi Lovato.
Oh, yes, Pink. Okay, I don't know what I heard. So Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
There's probably more. Maybe not. I don't know.
Barney alum. Who would have known? This
Yes.
is really. I loved Barney as a kid, frankly. And that probably tracks.
I
with
didn't-
where I am now. Yeah, all the conservatives are like, yep, point proven. Yep.
So for some reason in school, everybody, like my class was just like, oh, Barney's so stupid. Barney's so stupid. So like,
I know people tried that propaganda with me.
well, I wasn't watching Barney like that anyway. So I was like, oh, okay, it's so stupid. Then one day I saw it and I was like, okay, this is pretty dope. Like, I don't get why people think it's stupid. Like,
This is pretty dope. Like he loves me, I love him, and
right.
everything.
And we got some good ass songs up in here.
For real.
Clean up, everybody, everywhere.
Wait, hold on. So that's a Barney song?
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was just Mrs. Welsh made that up.
Right.
I said, Miss Welsh, that symphony that you created here in kindergarten, what a treat! Clean up, everybody clean up. And I said, do it yourself. Teach. No, I'm just kidding. I was a cleaner upper. But I told you, when I was in elementary school, it's traumatizing. The teacher made us all watch her feed mice to the snake.
Oh, wow. No, we
And
didn't
then
have that.
Yeah, 4th grade. It was like,
Ooh.
so true story. I didn't go to kindergarten in the United States. I went to kindergarten in Germany, which is a whole another mess. But and true, fun story. Okay, my camera's going blurry, but nonetheless, when I was here in the 4th grade, that's what had happened. Miss Welsh was feeding.
So you come to America and you're like, what the heck?
No, I thought y'all were wacky as fuck. Let me tell you, I'm like, first of all, what are these games that we play at recess? Talking about Foursquare, tetherball, but I got really good at them, so I'm not even being a hater. But this feeding of the snake was quite traumatizing. And turns out not everyone in the school even had this. It was just a weird teacher thing.
Yeah,
I was
that
like, huh.
has to be a weird teacher thing because I'm like, if that happened in our school, you would have known about it because we all talk. You got recess and stuff like that.
Yes.
So
And now the teacher would be canceled probably. But look, she had I'm not kidding. This is so traumatizing. Trigger warning for anyone listening. Like, look, she literally had the children grab the mice by the tail and put it in the little aquarium thing. It was terrible. She's like, "You want to do this?" Like, "Fuck it, I don't want to do it." Are you kidding me? I'm like, "What is that?"
right, like,
But it was weird.
if that's your
So-
jam, sorry, we're not trying to offend you, but
No, I am. Because listen, if it's your jam, do it in the privacy of your home.
right, yeah,
Don't even-
don't do it in front of
don't be.
kids.
Because I was like, it was just very weird because I really liked the show Pinky and the Brain, and it was really weird to feed these little white mice to these big snakes and
Oh
watch
no!
them go.
Right.
But anyway, I was pretty horrible.
You're all
so.
sitting there, Pinky.
Pinky, I know for real. I was like, dang, a lot of Pinkies. Pinky and his whole fucking family tree. Thanks a lot, Miss Welsh. And the worst part is I don't even remember the gardener snake. I think it was a gardener snake. Garters. I don't know what these things are called. a little slithery snake. I don't even know if it had a name, frankly. And I don't care.
Name was Snake.
Snake, asshole, eating. Actually, not even asshole. He was just doing what he's doing. I can't be mad at him.
You know, I would be okay with having a class pet as a snake instead. My teacher, my 5th grade teacher, had a bird.
Oh, that I almost feel like is worse than having a snake, because that they are just noisy. Okay, listen, bird people and birds. If birds are listening to this, sorry. That's bird for I'm apologizing.
Gotta turn into a parrot real quick.
Sorry. Sorry. Hashtag a podcast. I love birds now. No, so that what did the bird eat? Just seed or feed?
Yeah, just seed. But here's the thing: like, it's fine if the bird stays in the cage.
Why is there a bird in the classroom?
The bird got to fly around like during reading time. Oh, I hated it. I would purposely hide in the corner with the books and be like, "Please don't come over here. Please don't come over here."
Oh my god, this is true. That folks, I think that might be more traumatizing, and I am in fact going to ask on Twitter what is more traumatizing as a child. Exactly. Having a bird flutter around you during reading time when you're supposed to be focused, which is like the worst, or having to watch a snake be fed mice. Both are equally, I think. I mean, I have deep empathy for you because that is horrible. The bird. Okay, what kind of bird was it, by the way? Do we know?
It was I don't know bird names, so
what did it look like?
I think it was like a gray bird with like a yellow hat or head.
Okay, a cockatoo.
I think so, a cockatoo.
Cockatiel, maybe.
Probably a cockatiel. I don't know.
I'm gonna look this up here. Cockatiel, folks. No, the only reason I know this, so okay, I think look up cockatiel. I think it might be what you think. It has rosy little cheeks.
And now I kind of think it was green. I don't know why. Can birds be green? Yeah, they can be green.
Absolutely. Yeah, it can be a cockatoo, which I think it might have been a cockatoo. I bet you. But if they had a cockatoo, these are rare parrots. Okay, so
I'm pretty sure it was a cockatiel.
Okay, now look up a cockatoo. You might change your mind. It's like when you go to the eye doctor, and I'm like, bitch, I don't know. 1 and 2 look fine to me. He's like, 1 or 2.
It was a cockatail, or whatever the one with a cockatiel.
Teal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a cockatoo.
Not a cockatoo.
Oh, it's a cockatiel. Look at us. Okay, first of all, go us for being able to identify things with the word cock in it. And secondly, I love that those are the only 2 birds that we mentioned, by the way. We weren't like a robin or a pigeon.
We're raven.
Like, cockatiel, cockapoo, cockatoo.
There's a lot of cock there.
Cock in my mouth. No, that's not a bird. That's my vocation, my trade.
That's my trade.
That's my trade.
It's on my resume.
It's on my resume. Yes, that's right. It's on my LinkedIn profile.
Everybody's very horrified.
That's crazy. So you had a cockatiel just flying around. Now, did this I don't know, but do cockatiels speak? Did this one speak?
No. No, but I still like that teacher though, because like there would be every week there would be like a student of the week, and we would get to go to lunch with the teacher, and we would get to pick anywhere. I don't know how they got that approved back in the day. But,
I know, really, that is crazy.
Right, but we went to Taco Bell for me.
Girl, it's Taco Bell's the best. First of all, chalupas, give it up for chalupas.
Chalupas.
All the sound effects. Actually,
by the way,
speaking of
Waterloo, what's up? Thanks for
Waterloo.
Waterloo.
So Waterloo is LP just showed a little can of Waterloo. It's like sparkling water. It's like a really good sparkling flavored water. This is not a sponsored podcast, but Waterloo. You can sponsor us. Waterloo.
The ring light is kind of blowing it out. Sorry, but here you go. Waterloo. The song by ABBA, it won a Eurovision. Waterloo.
Black cherry. So that's a good thing. Sparkling water and being hydrated, frankly. Hydration is key. Hydration is it. So this cockatiel situation.
Yes.
So it just flies around the classroom while you read.
Yes.
Okay. And was it one of these classroom pets that just hung out, like it lived in the classroom?
I just lived in the classroom. Yeah. I don't know if my teacher took it home every night. I don't know if I really don't know. Like I don't know how
we
attached
had one in like
she was
6th grade. I think her name was Well, I know her name was Charlotte the turtle.
Charlotte.
Because
that'd be fun to have a turtle. I had a turtle, but
it was she was actually a tortoise, and it was
it
was not the funnest, to be honest. But I had Charlotte for numerous years, and then we gave her to my friend Darian and his family. And then I don't know what happened to poor little Charlotte, but yeah, Charlotte was a little tortoise, and she was very stinky.
Yeah, turtles and tortoises, they get stinky.
Yeah, these teachers like just offloading these animals. It's like, what are you doing?
What happened to
So-
the good old fashioned goldfish? Or they
Oh,
get
for
big.
real?
They get big though. Never mind. That's why.
Do they? Goldfish get large now.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, they get large if you are able to take care of them properly.
Oh wow.
They're not really. I guess they're just babies here, but like they get big. Big.
Huh. Big old goldfish.
If you're listening to this, look up a goldfish, like full size, grown up goldfish.
Grown up. You can catch me on my new YouTube show called Grown Up Goldfish with El Pity.
Oh my gosh, that goldfish so big.
Oh my god, what do you have to say about that goldfish? Bloop bloop.
Oh.
That's crazy. What do you think about the cockatiel? No, but that is, I'm telling you, these animals, these cockatiels, these goldfish, get it together, teachers.
Right.
Give these things a nice home, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how nice. Listen, I didn't love school. I can't imagine being a pet living in a school. Like, that to me doesn't seem like the tea.
I mean, I didn't mind school.
I mean, I didn't hate it, but
Yeah, I mean,
did I want to live in the school? I don't know.
we had haunted houses in our schools, in our
Really?
elementary schools. Yeah, so for
Yeah,
Halloween,
elementary
obviously
schools,
for
that's-
Halloween, why not?
Mhm, exactly. Not Thanksgiving, obvi.
But that's the only time I did haunted houses. Like now, I'm just like, I need a group of like at least 6 people to surround me to make sure that nothing touches me and like I'm protected.
Oh, I see. I love a good haunted house. I love a good fright. I love a good spook. I love jumping. I love making my heart pitter patter. But I get scared at everything. Like especially in a haunted house. Like things just spook me so severely. It's really.
Ugh.
It's probably not good for me or my health. But
Right.
I like it a lot. But I'm a big old bitch. I gotta say.
I might go with you one day, but like I don't know. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, we did a couple years ago. A good Judy Ryan, you know her. We did a little couples trip, and we did Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and that was epic.
Oh,
That was super epic. So I highly recommend that. Anyone who goes, it's just a fun time. Halloween, Hallows Eve,
Oof.
if you will.
like I feel like for me, so I don't do roller coasters. So haunted houses and roller coasters are not my thing. So
Yeah, so this would be a completely pointless trip for you. You'd be like,
exactly.
what am I doing here?
Right? Do you guys have some like not as bad? I can write some, like for example at Disney World. Back to Disney. Look at that callback. Oh my gosh, look at me.
Disney 100.
Disney 100. Thank you for tuning in. Do you remember Radio Disney? But back to my story. We're gonna go back
Yes.
to Radio Disney.
Yes.
But I can ride like Space Mountain, like Thunder Mountain, like those roller coasters. I'm fine with.
So is it the spinny shit is the stuff that you don't like?
I can do the spinny shit. It's just like I can't do a ride that has a big drop.
Because that gets your stomach, doesn't it?
Yeah, like for me,
Oh yeah.
it not only does it get my stomach, it causes me like physical pain.
What? No, you don't need that. No,
Yeah.
there is something to that. I'm with you though. It's like it doesn't cause me any physical pain, but the drop in the stomach when you go down a big ooh,
Right. Like
no, thank you.
it doesn't it hurts. And so I'm like,
Totally.
I don't like that feeling. So yeah, but I would love to ride all the roller coasters, honestly. Like I still watch videos, roller coaster videos from time to time. Like,
Oh,
I wish I could ride that. I guess not. Okay.
like one day. See, I can't do like real tall shit. Like that stuff is just super
Oh, yeah.
spooky.
Yeah.
And I also keep in mind, I spent years working in the amusement park like world.
Mhm.
So like I also worked in a dispatch office for 2 or 3 years, and that like for an amusement park. So like I heard all the shit going wrong. So listen,
So my
I'm
question is, yes, how often did stuff go down?
enough to have a dispatch office that someone was full time, literally taking emergency calls all day. And listen, I'm not trying to throw Chino shade, no pink lemonade, but we got calls all the time. And there was the status called, I don't know if this is like confidential, but at this point, like it's called status 2A, which means the ride is malfunctioning with people on it. And that happened all the time. And so it was just wild to get those calls. And I'm working in there way too young, frankly. But
Right.
yeah, I was like, oh boy. But lots of crazy stuff happened on rides. I mean, that's
Like,
and obviously it can be as severe as like even death, right?
right.
Whether a ride malfunctions or even just like we're like, listen, when you work in the corporate world, you might like mistype an email to the wrong person. Okay, cool. Like at an amusement park, you may misplace someone's buckle when they're on a very important ride, right? Like, so just people are concerning, which is what makes me concerned when
like,
I do anything of the sort. It's like, my life is reliant upon you. So all I'm saying is if you're in an amusement park and on a ride, just check the shit for yourself. If it feels loose, be like, feels loose, homie.
right. Can you tighten this up just a little bit?
Because you don't want to be one of them babies flying out of the roller coaster.
Right.
Because it happens way more than it should. I'm laughing because it's so horrifying. But yeah, it's like,
I'm like, I'm never gonna ride anything again. Great.
basically, yeah. And you know the ones that I do not fuck around with, and not because anything is ever. It's probably the safest ride, probably, but it's those damn swings. That bullshit when you get up on those swings and you just go swing and swing and swing and swing. Like it seems like the most it just seems like the simplest, the easiest. But I am terrified that my fat ass is going to be buckling one of those fucking strings. And not even that I'll go flying, right? Because that's my worst fear. But that like one of the chains will break of the four, and then I'm dangling there fucking bumping into everyone. It's like, that would be horrible.
Yes,
So,
that is valid. See, I do like the swings, but
who doesn't?
after like watching countless videos of swings and malfunctioning, I'm like, okay, I got to look at the structure beforehand before I get on this, because
Exactly, bring your own WD-40.
right, like I'm
Whatever.
not
It's
about
like,
to go shoop, you know.
Oh, but those are just chains. I mean, that's you think about it. Those are just chains hanging on for dear life. It's like,
So true.
and listen, and you just hope that you were the heaviest person riding on that chain that day, because if you weren't, those chains don't work,
Right.
and they're pissed off by the time you get on that swing. But I'm telling you, those roundabout swings, they are like I remember. But and then, no, can't even do it. Can you imagine just going flying off? Soong!
Now that where are you? Oh, I'm in the kids' park
shit.
now. It's fine.
Exactly.
I'm good.
I'm in a teacup.
What a
Which
weird.
those are a disaster. I hate teacups, and I always be getting in with some motherfucker who loves to be like,
It's
and what
me.
I'm doing right now is moving. Oh, you're the motherfucker who goes fast in the teacups.
I try to, yeah,
Oh,
because any
that's
of those spinny rides, like they have the one with like the big apple, like or no, you're in a bear in a Tilt-A-Whirl.
Been there. Wait, you're in a bear?
Yeah, like I don't know why we were on that one, but
Huh. Tilt-A-Whirl.
but Tilt-A-Whirl too. Yes, Tilt-A-Whirl. That's the one that you really could spin. And you have to lean in it though to get it to
With
spin.
the rock with it. Okay. And that's like what you're kind of in like a half shell sort of thing. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yep.
And it kind of goes spinny. Yeah, those are wild. There's just a lot. I do love like the little like old school like going around and like the carnival ones where you're just like in like a little buggy and you're kind of going around.
Oh
around.
yes, yes,
You know,
yes,
it's always like metallic. They're not metallic, like steel flooring everywhere.
yes.
You
I know
it's
what.
like
Yes.
getting in and out of the rides like clunk, 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 clunk. Like Lord, and again that's just hanging on by two freaking screws. You're like, good Lord,
But we're gonna ride it anyway. It's gonna be great.
Mhm, exactly. But at least if you shoot off on one of those, you're like in this contained little
You
space.
just fall out.
Yeah, you basically, or the little carts like going on like the little steel steps, like it's like yeah. I'm telling you, the whole thing, and then even water rides. I'm like, ooh, there's just
Ah, good. I love
Too
a good
much
water ride. Love a good water
it's
ride.
the best, But
Well, not the ones that like have the steep hills, obviously, because once again, like
they love a good, and that was a very popular ride at the one I worked at. It was just a very simple, just up and down. People waited hours to just go up and down and get splashed. I'm like, oh, how fun!
woo.
Yeah, and then people love a good raft ride. But,
Yes,
oh,
the
no,
raft ride. Yes, the raft one. That was.
You won't catch this bitch on a raft any day. People, that's. No,
I mean,
ma'am.
Yeah, I'm a little wary to get on them now because I saw a video where there was just. I watch a lot of videos.
I know it's terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're good. This is not the podcast to endorse amusement parks. However, listen, this is reality.
Yeah, accidents
Wake
happen.
up.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, a lot. They happen a lot more than you think, people.
Mhm.
Coming first hand. No, it's just crazy. Again, I'm not saying like death or injury happens, right? But I am saying accidents are very prevalent. Like it's pretty amazing. So one little accident and poof. But I will tell you, despite me knowing all the things that I know, I've done crazy rides. Like I've done like the slingshot ride where you're like in a little ball and you get shot up in the air. which is also terrifying. Like if one of the 4 ropes snaps, you're like, oh my god.
Which
I can
that
go really
happens
far.
more. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's plenty of times that has happened. It happened
I would
recently.
imagine so. Mhm.
like
And then I did the
month ago.
bungee jumping one, which that one was wild. The fact that I did that one is like, because I don't believe in bungee jumping or skydiving. That's not my jam.
You don't believe
Go-
in it? Like, doesn't.
No, I don't. It's not a belief I believe in. I don't believe that it's real. I think if you believe in it, that's fine. But I think it's fake. But for real, you are not going to catch me jumping out of a fucking plane. And you're not going to catch me jumping off a cliff and being at the mercy of a rope or a rubber band. No way.
Ugh,
How many times has a rubber band snapped in your hand?
too many times.
I would bet you a rubber band has snapped more in your hand than it has not snapped in your hand. Which is then my point. Why would you bungee jump people off a big old cliff?
Tell us.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't. Not even Heathcliff. And I love that cat.
the
Was
Garfield
Heathcliff a
knock-
cat?
Yeah,
Okay, I thought.
look him up real
Heathcliff.
quick.
Heathcliff. Okay, also, you're about to get canceled. You said the Garfield knockoff. I heard you.
Yep.
I heard you under your little breath over there. And you're right, it is the Garfield knockoff over here.
I was like, tell me where I'm wrong.
It's your Garfield, but worse. How Heathcliff lost his cool. I love a good Heathcliff. But I don't love jumping off of one.
And folks, that's the moral of the story.
Thank you. Now, what about you? Do you believe in jumping out of planes or jumping off of cliffs?
I've a little part of me has wanted to explore skydiving, at least do it indoor skydiving. And then I'm also like, no.
that one, see, that one, you won't even get injured if it malfunctions.
Hold on,
That's
real
just
quick.
embarrassing.
Hold on, real
No
quick.
problem at all.
What was
We
that? I had commentary that says, "No, you're fucking crazy."
that is true. No, the skydiving sounds insane, but I also
You're
think
good.
indoor skydiving is insane and funny because when it malfunctions, it's just more embarrassing. Like you're like this air is pushing you up, and then you just like fall on the ground.
Exactly.
You're like that's that's the tea with indoor skydiving. But I don't know. I wouldn't subscribe to the outdoor skydiving. Or again, there's part of me that thinks, oh my god, what a cool Instagram picture that will make. But I'm not gonna do it. That's just for me. That's just messing
Just
with fate.
get a green screen and then just get a little stool and then get a fan blowing in your face and then there you go. See,
That's fascinating. I'm fascinated with people who do it. I'm like, go you for
right?
wanting to jump out of a plane. I barely want to get on a plane, let alone jump out of it. That's crazy. I'm like I'm not trying to do all that, but listen. To me, it's like, oh my god, do you want to drive, with buttered up tires? I feel like that would be first of all, I feel like that would be dangerous.
Yes,
First of all.
I agreed.
Okay.
Do you want to drive butter up tires?
You want to drive with
Come on down to Big O.
margarine? Come on down to Big O, where we will get rid of
Oil your
that
tires.
butter. Oil your tires. That actually sounds kind of delicious.
Mm.
A buttered tire. I'll have 4.
All wheel, please.
Front and back. All wheel, front and back. Thank you. No, but speaking of butter, I am a big butter fan. Not that that's... I really am. I can tell you right now.
I'm just a big butter fan.
Oh my god, I'm a big butter fan. So big on butter. I love to cook with butter. I love to eat butter. And I even love things that have like their name is butter. Like Butterfinger. I love Butterfingers. I love butter. I can't believe it's not butter, even though I even love that. Mrs. Buttersworth, I don't know if she's still a thing, but love that and her whole family.
Got a whole like a butter t-shirt.
Butter t-shirt, a buttertini, butterscotch. Who doesn't love butterscotch?
There you go. People.
People. Mm-hmm. What I was known as in college, a butterface.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I was definitely not a butterface. I was the only thing good was the face and the sense of humor.
Oh, yes.
DJ Khaled. But really, what about you? WBU.
Butter's pretty cool in my book.
I love butter.
I have butter in the fridge right now.
Do you? Okay, so I have like a little organic
Butter popcorn?
Butter. Okay. Listen, that's the only way to eat popcorn if you're gonna eat popcorn. Is just
Yes.
like douse it in butter.
Yes.
But I'm also a big proponent of like just smothering my steak in butter. I'm telling you, if butter ran for president, I would vote for Butter.
Oh my god.
100%. Butter 2024 has my vote. If that's when, 100%. In fact, I want to make t-shirts now. I want to make a Butter campaign t-shirt that will sell on #thatpodcast.com. Not /merch, but if you go to #thatpodcast.com, you'll see the link for the merch. Butter.
I'll whip that up real quick.
Butter 2020.
Get it whipped butter, you know.
Whipped. Oh my gosh. And that's the competition. You know who Butter will be going up against.
Who? Whipped cream?
No, margarine 2024.
Fair.
We all know. And running as independent is Mayonnaise. Short. Yep, her nickname is Mayo. She's really cool. She's part of the Green Party. People really relate to her. Mayo 2020.
Independent is ranch.
Independent is absolutely ranch, yep. And a couple just write-in candidates are the Whataburger spicy ketchup.
Ooh.
As well, yes. Absolutely. And of course, Chick-fil-A sauce.
Right.
Which is very divisive. That candidate gets people all over the place.
Last minute entry, In-N-Out, Animal Style.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, J.K. Rowling. Order's not up.
She will not be eligible to compete. Sorry.
You're absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's only sides.
Yes. Good sides. Well,
good sides.
Sorry, Chick-fil-A, you're out.
So out of all those candidates, LPD, can you tell us who you're going to be voting for?
Animal Style.
Wow, a write-in candidate. I hope you don't fuck this election up for Butter, okay? Because you're over here doing a write-in. If you're about to fuck this whole election up for Butter. Mayo gonna take this whole thing, and you know she's colluding with Russian Butter. Did you know? Did you even know? I bet you didn't even know. Oh my gosh.
I didn't do my research. Sorry, I just got excited.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it's not Butter. I simply cannot. But nonetheless, as I already said, my vote is for Butter 2024.
You know, I probably go for Butter too. So
I love Butter.
Butter 2024.
You know, speaking of big events, we just had the Super Bowl that occurred, Bowl of Super, and they say that 3 million more people watched the halftime show than they did the actual game. Isn't that fascinating?
I believe it.
I believe it too. I know it's like, but it's I just love that it's news to people. But now, did you get to catch the halftime show?
I sure did.
Featuring, of course, and starring Rihanna. Candidly speaking, what are your thoughts?
You know, it was something. Okay. it was something. You know, I'm very excited that she's pregnant with baby number 2. That was pretty cool. It's cool hearing about like how she hid the pregnancy too. She just wore baggy clothes, and then the dancers afterwards. The dancers got to keep the white suits.
Yeah. What a gift.
Yeah, because they're all over TikTok.
That's crazy. I hope people sell those. They are all over TikTok. I will tell you, visually, I thought it was stunning.
Oh, sorry, interrupted.
No, go ahead. We have side comment.
What did you say? They're $400. We just got confirmation. She tried to buy one.
I recommend buying one, first of all, and I think it's really interesting to think that's going to be like a pop culture thing, right? Like, we'll talk about it forever, like this one very simple performance. And that's one thing I will commend her for, is it wasn't overdone. It wasn't this crazy show. It was very simplistic. And I think color-wise, palette-wise, visually, I was a fan.
Oh, wait. Sorry, we just had breaking news. The big red boots. Have you seen the big red boots?
Of course I've seen the Mischief big red boots that are going viral. They're going on sale tomorrow for $350.
They are dropping tomorrow.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yes, they are dropping tomorrow. Okay. I'm getting
Is
news from all over. Yes.
So they're dropping tomorrow, $350. And they're
Are you gonna get some?
Big, I've been thinking about it. So I'm oddly enough, I am on the notification list because I think having the red boot is going to be just iconic. But I just think it's going to be such a rarity, and I think it's going to be so hard to get. But who knows? I also am on the flip side. I'm like, it's some freaking rubber. Like, how? I mean, if they're smart and they see how viral this thing has gone, like, let everyone have a pair,
Right.
right? But I've seen it everywhere, and I actually follow the company Mischief. I think it's how you say it. Who produces this boot?
I just during this talk about things being released, I just realized that Jimmy Choo had a big release recently. They had a collaboration with none other than Sailor Moon.
Oh, Jimmy Choo's ex Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Are they like cute? Are they more like high heel shoes, or are they doing like?
They did do some chunky high heel shoes, and then like
that.
replicated like Sailor Moon's boots. Like they did all of the Sailor Scouts, like the inner Sailor Scouts shoes. So.
Oh, like a boot.
Mm-hmm. So well, not all of them wear boots.
Really? I thought all of them were boots.
So the only ones that wear boots are Moon and Mercury, and then there's like just a general high heel by Mars. There's like a mini boot or ankle boot for Jupiter, and then Venus is a heel but with a strap on the ankle.
Ooh, Venus! Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
Venus has a strap on. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how fun! So they did a little collab lab.
Yes,
so
I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
Now, when is that dropping soon, or has that dropped?
I think it dropped on Monday or yesterday. So
are you gonna snag anything from the collection?
Probably not, because
that's okay. And what about the Mischief Red boots? Are you gonna snag those up?
Oh, probably no. Probably not.
Probably 100%. What about your guest here behind the scenes? Should we be picking them up?
Lindsay, are you going to be getting the boots? Yeah. She says, "Fuck yeah."
She says, "Fuck yeah." That's wonderful. Well, we're looking forward to that. These boots, again, if you guys don't know, we're not going to post it, but just Google Mischief Red boots.
She just said, "I'm going to be a Smurf."
Exactly. And think about it. It's such a, and the idea is that it's such an iconic boot. Like so many characters of like film, animation, video games have all had this kind of red iconic boot. So, and it is funny. It's a lot more people than I thought actually had this little boot.
Das Boot.
Yeah, but if I don't get it tomorrow, I mean, I still have a grip of. I mean, I think you and I have talked a little bit about this. I still have a grip of items that I have not even unboxed. I have like 4 or 5 unboxings still that I haven't touched this year with Coach and Telfar. So like, I still have stuff to unbox there.
Jeez.
And I really, I've been thinking a lot. I love Crocs. I'm a big Croc lady. I'm a gator lover. Nonetheless, the Croc sells a boot. Okay. That looks like a Croc, but of course it doesn't have holes in it because would that make sense? No. So anyway, they sell a boot, and I'm thinking about buying the boot. It doesn't look anything like the other boot, but we currently have 8 inches on the ground here of snow in Denver.
Oh, the sun is just now going down over here, and it's
That's wonderful. You and your nice tropical weather, your tropical desert weather.
We're dealing with allergies right now too, so I mean.
So what was the temperature like today? Generally?
In the 50s.
Oh, that's really nice. That's like really mild, nice. Nothing too hot, nothing too cold.
Over the weekend, we I think it was over the weekend, 70s, 80s almost. So we're starting to warm up.
Oh, 80. Mm-hmm. That's the word 80 in German.
Oh.
Nonetheless, looping around to the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs, of course, did win the Super Bowl. Go them. And moving right along. Speaking of fashion, you were talking a little bit. Did you hear about Pharrell Williams being the new creative director of Louis Vuitton?
Oh, I did not hear about that.
So super big news in the fashion and frankly the music world. So go Pharrell. And of course, I highly approve of this message. Times 1,000.
Ooh, times 1,000.
Yes, and they don't have 1,000 emoji, and that's okay. Nonetheless,
that's rude. We got a boycott.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I told you I got a little bit of content backlog, but I do have some content coming up this weekend.
Okay.
Me and Ryan do this little channel called Junior Slots.
Mm-hmm.
It's our little gambling escapades. So we have 3 videos dropping this weekend.
Oh, nice.
1, 2, 3.
Are you allowed to tell us where you guys went?
Yeah, we went to Blackhawk.
Nice.
And actually, it's really cool. We played one of the games that we're going to be releasing. We actually played a South Park, like the animated show, slot machine game. So
nice.
That's our second video on Saturday. It's a super fun game and hilarious because South Park is, one of my favorite shows. It's just so funny.
I love it. I love it so much.
South Park. Yes, and it's been nice. But this my friends was episode number 98.
We're going back in time.
I'm like, this is episode number 8.
Yeah. Surprise.
Number 4.
We've been doing this since 2018.
I know, it's amazing. 8. So that's the other thing. Thank you for reminding me. So we just recently just hit our birthday, folks. So this is
Yes.
our 5-year anniversary of hashtag that podcast, and we're so thankful and grateful. So we
Yes.
talked a little bit about it last week. Basically, like saying, hey, when was the last time we did the Grammys? And then over the course of this last week, we're like, holy cow, I think this is our birthday.
Right.
And it turns out on January 31st of 2018 was our very first podcast. So
Yes.
congratulations.
Look at us. Thank you. Thank you. One day we'll make a return to DragCon, do some more interviews there.
Yeah, and I think, did I tell you that I did the math, right? Because like some years we were like super active and some not. But I think we averaged out like 20 podcasts per year.
That's so
which
good.
is still pretty amazing. Like,
Right.
again, it's like for this not being our main gig, it's super amazing that, again, we've committed to it. We've been consistent. And again, we're going to give you a lot more consistency this year, hopefully with weekly shows all year round. But that will come and go as time permits and all that good stuff.
Yes, because we have lives. So just bear with
That's
us.
exactly. Mostly. But you'll see us a lot more
Mostly.
consistently.
We don't
Yeah,
have
exactly.
lives.
Mostly we have lives. But we are not going to be jumping out of planes. But yeah, it's true. You're going to see us mostly weekly. And of course, we'll communicate with you guys. But yeah, there's going to be a really fun. We're just going to rock and roll with these episodes this year.
Mhm.
Why? Because we mother effing can.
Yeah, we sure can. So
Yes.
what are you going to do about it?
can.
Mhm.
Nothing, because we're going to keep recording whether you like it or not. So please dislike this video, or like it for that matter.
Don't dislike it.
No, don't.
please.
If you dislike it, no, yeah, don't dislike it. We were talking about this earlier. I don't dislike really any video. There's not much that I dislike, but even if I dislike it personally, I'll say X out of it. Moving on.
Ooh. Ooh. No.
It's crazy.
X
It's
out of
simple.
it.
X.
So you've never yeah, we did talk about this earlier, but this was before we started recording, but you've never disliked a video on YouTube, correct?
I don't think I've ever disliked a video on YouTube. That's a true statement.
And then I
Even
said
people who are
one.
haters. Yeah. It's like, hey, listen. People can be haters.
Mm-hmm.
Haterific.
Haterade.
If that brings you joy, please dislike this video. I'm just kidding. Don't like this shit. Comment, because we love you.
Yes.
But yeah, you guys know you guys can keep this conversation going all over social media at hashtag that podcast. My name's John.
I'm El Pity.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.